and let the one who has no sword sell his cloak and buy one.
Hey guys, this is Spencer with Defense Training, and I wanted to go over a little overview between the Olight weapon mounted lights and light laser combos. I've had a few questions about my opinions on different ones over the years really, and yes, I do have my favorite ones, and then I have my not so favorite one, and then I will give you a little bit of opinions. Hey guys, make sure to go check out our sponsor for this video, which is our sister company, holstersbydefensetraining.com. So go over there and check out all the holsters they make. They have handgun holsters and magazine holsters available for sale. So make sure to go check them out because they do help make this video possible for us to put online and keep doing these videos. One of the things I want to do is show you kind of the sizes, and I know hopefully you can kind of see them set up here in size and order. So this is your Valkyrie series over here, and these are all light only. These do not have lasers. These are the Baldur series over here, and these do have lasers. So a couple of things that I'll go over. So we've got the sizes. This is your PL Mini 2, and it's fairly small. This would go well on a lot of your smaller guns, your compacts or subcompacts, depending on the manufacturer, the make, and all that. These will fit on like your Taurus G3C series, things like that. And this is a very small light. It is a, like I said, it's the PL Mini 2, and the PL Mini 2 has 600 lumens, and it's the little recharger here. I've got several of these. Let's see, and it just slaps on. So all of these that have the recharger on bottom, you just plug this part into a USB and then you slap it on just like that. So if you're looking for a light, this one is 600 lumens. It's very small, so this is one that you can choose, and it has the, I don't know if you can see that. Let's flip it around so you can see that. So you see where it says 1913. So if you have the Picatinny, the 1913 rail, or you can swap it out with the Glock style railing. So the Glock is actually the thinner, and the 1913 is the thicker or more cut out. And it comes with both of those. So it comes with two of those in there, and you can swap that out. Also, it has the lever lock system, and it is movable, so it will move just like that, which I really like that system. And then what you do is you tighten down over here to where you want it, and then you snug it tight that way. And what you would do is you would actually put them on, tighten it, and then tighten it down to where you really want it. If it's not tight enough, tighten it a little bit more. And I really like these. I send them back to where it's just right. I don't have it to where it's going past and into my trigger guard, but where it's right at my trigger guard, so I'm not impeding. It has, and all of them have this, all of them have ambidextrous on-offs, and these you just push down just like that, and both of them push down. It does the same thing. You push them both at the same time. It doesn't do anything else. So the only thing this thing does is it is a 600 lumen light, which is good. I like just a standard light, but I'll give you my opinion on what I would choose. But if you do have the PL Mini 2, we make holsters for them. We'll put a link down below for you over at holstersbydefensetraining.com. So this one's rechargeable. You just slap the thing on like I just showed you. Now we've got the PL Mini 3. Now the PL Mini 3, right here, this is the Valkyrie series again, PL Mini 3. It is light only, and it is actually, I take that back, it is rechargeable, but it has a battery in it. So we're going to unlock the battery, and then we're going to pull it out. And it has the same type of charger thing, but it comes with two of these batteries. So you just swap the battery, and you can get right to it, and you swap the batteries out. It's a hair bigger. It's a hair fatter. I don't know if you can really see that on there, but it is a hair. Maybe a 1/16 or so deeper, or I guess you call it taller. Here, maybe I put it like this. You can barely see it, but it is a hair taller. So, and I can tell in my hand that it's thicker. Either way, it's a thicker setup. This does not have the quick release. Per se, it doesn't have the lever lock quick release. It has the unlock lock here and the tightening down, and you can get it on and off. But it does have, let's see, I may be in lock mode. Oop, there it went. It does have the slide, so it will slide with you. And then you can lock it and screw it in and tighten it down. And it also has your changeable between your railings here. This one also comes with this one comes with 1913 HC and the Glock, the GL, and it is the Mini 3 is 600 lumens as well. So both of these are 600 lumens. The Mini 3 is a little bit fatter. I think it has roughly 4 hours runtime on the battery, and then you have to swap them out. But again, it is just flip the lever, put it out, swap it out. Or you just slap the thing on the back here and you don't deal with that. Now, between the two of these, which would be my preference? To be honest, they're both 600 lumens. They both do the same thing. I would go for the Mini 2. I would go for the PL Mini 2 if I was choosing between these two light-only deals. I have Baldur Mini on one of mine beside my bed. I absolutely love. I can just slap the charger on here. That's something you can do at night. So you put your gun by your bed at night and you just slap the charger right there on it. Not a big deal. If you don't have that kind of setup, if you need the charging system somewhere else and you don't want to take the light off your gun, you don't want to put your gun in there, you don't have any backups or anything, this may be the choice you want to go to. Then you can just swap batteries out, because it comes with 2 of these batteries, and then you can swap the batteries out. And I will be honest, this battery is actually really, really light. It is extremely lightweight. When I pulled it off the first time, I was like, wow, is this just a casing or something? But this is extremely light. So even the little bit larger, they're probably about the same weight. Honestly, this is maybe a little bit heavier. But me personally, I can slap the charger port while my gun sits by my bed at night. And then, you know, even if something happens at night and I grab my gun, I've got it to where I grab my gun and the charger will just hang on and it would just pop off. So that's not a big deal. But my personal opinion, if I was going for a light only, I would go for the PL Mini 2. For some of you guys that might work like security and night shifts, or even law enforcement and night shifts and stuff, and you've chosen it, you may want to choose this one, because you could also get extra batteries, and that way you've just got a battery. You know, maybe you've had a crazy night or something and you need to swap that light out. You could just swap the battery out. So that might be a choice for some of you guys as well. Alright, so you can see the size differences. Now I'm going to get into the larger ones. We'll go to the PL3. And I mean, you can just see the size difference. Now, this is not going to fit your smaller guns here. These will fit your compacts, subcompacts, at least a lot of them. It will not fit all of them, because a lot of the trigger guards impede and get in the way, but it does make it easier to fit a lot more models since this slides, because this thing will slide, let's see, and it'll lock on here. So it's locked on and it's not going anywhere, even though it's sitting out that far. It will still lock on. As long as you've got enough room between your trigger guard and stuff, it will sit in. So I do like this about these light series. There's some of the other light series that are no bigger than this, but they have the internal kind of sliding mechanism like these, and they won't go back that far, so they won't fit as many lights as these will, or as many guns as these will. And these are actually the lights we make our holsters off of. So all of these lights, we make holsters for our handguns, and these are the lights that we make the holsters off of. Alright, so we got the PL3R, and we have 2 different ones. So we've got the PL3S and the PL3R here. And they're basically the same size, and they do basically the same things. There's a hair difference. So they've got your different, you know, you got your 1913 here, you got your Glock here, but they both come with, you just replace that little bar right there. Basically, you just take that screw out, put the other one in, and you can swap those out, and they will do the same thing. These slide back and forth here, Let me pull it. So when you get it in, that slides back and forth. So it's got your 3 points of adjustment here. It shows you where it's 1, 2, 3, and that is a lot easier to do on the gun. It has these are push in, not down. These are you push in, and these batteries are about dead, or I'd show you everything they do. I just wanted to give you kind of a comparison of what they do. But you got the PL3R, which means it's rechargeable. You have the PL3S, which is a battery. Now, the differences in them, they both have, let's see, the PL3S here is 1,000 lumens and a 200 lumen. Alright, so you've got 1,000 and a 200 lumen. You can set it on either one. I don't believe you can easily switch back and forth. You can't just hit one switch and then go to the next. You have to set it. You basically program it into whichever you want. I tend to go to the higher lumens. I like bright lights, but it does have the battery. The PL3R here is rechargeable, and it has 1,500 on high and 1,000 on low. They are both strobe, so both of these, what you do is you just basically push both in at the same time and they will strobe. And I really like that. So the way I hold my gun, when I'm holding my gun, my hands basically sit like this anyway. So I can just boom, I can just hit it and hit that strobe. So maybe somebody's coming into my house or something, and to be all honest, you know, I get it. I have the right. It's my castle. I have the right to defend myself. But honestly, I don't want to have to shoot this guy if I don't have to. And it's not because I don't want to have to shoot the guy. It's more or less I don't want to have to deal with the court side of it. Because even 82% of the time, if they've kicked open your door and even in your house, you're still going to court over it. So if I can, you know, pop that strobe and that scares them off, no harm, no foul. You know, I've got to claim insurance and all that for my broken door and everything like that. Get the police there and all that stuff. I've got cameras, decent cameras, so they would get a good video picture of them. So that's something as well. So these both strobe. These do not. These both strobe. So that's something you can consider there. And again, the big differences here is battery and rechargeable. Personally, I'd go rechargeable instead of having to replace the batteries. They're easy to replace, and they're the standard batteries that all the others carry. And these will fit most of your full-size guns. You know, you get up to your full-size Glocks and stuff. These will fit. So yeah, so if you're looking at a little bit brighter ones, this may be the ways you want to go. Again, I would go rechargeable. Alright, so we got the PL Pro and the PL Turbo here. Now the PL Turbo is the biggest one of all of them, so it's going to stick out the most off any holster that you have made, if you want to go that. It has the adjustable here. It is battery as well. The PL Turbo Valkyrie has, let's see, this one has 800 lumens, and it's battery with 800 lumens, and it also has strobe. And again, this moves back and forth. It's a lot easier to do on the gun because you can kind of just pull it. When you put it on the gun, you have to basically pull this apart to get this to slide. But when you put it on the gun, this is already pulled apart. So you're not going to hold it apart. You're just sliding it back and forth wherever you want it. I just slam it right up against the trigger guard, and then I've got it there. And again, it's strobe, so you can just bam, hit it with your thumb. As long as you're holding, as long as you're holding your gun like this, you just bam, you hit both, and you got that strobe, which is very nice. I like that about these. But again, this is battery. I do like that this slides back and forth. It is not a lever lock. It is not a quick on and off for the most part. So that's things to consider as well. Do you want a quick on and off? Because if you're like me, I have the light on my gun at night by my bed. I do not carry the light on me all day, but I carry it on me at night. So you may want to think about a quick release. So I've got the PL Pro here that has the quick release. However, it does not have the slider. That is the one downside to this one. It has the little blocks that you put in. It's got the 1913 in it. You can swap it out to the Glock block. And it has the quick release here. which I really like. And you can see this is how they strobe. So if you just push that side, you know, your right side or your left side, it just does that. But when you push them in, they strobe. And it's really nice. The PL Pro, it has 1500 lumens and strobe, and it's rechargeable. So personally, over any of these that I would choose if it would fit the gun, and they've got a list of guns that it fits, and if you go over to our website and you're looking at these as well, we have a list of guns that they fit as well. You just pick that one and it will show you if your gun's under that list so that we can make a holster for it. I would choose this one. If it fit my gun, I would, and this it does, I would choose the PL Pro if I wanted a light only. Because it is rechargeable, it is quick release. I can put it on my gun at night, you know, just put it there, pop it on, and then lay it beside my bed, have it there, grab my gun, and if I need it, I can pop it on and off real easy. That's the one I would choose out of the larger ones. This is the PL Pro, simply because it is rechargeable and it has the quick release as long as it fits your firearm. Now, it's not going to fit everybody's firearm, and these others, if you can see between the others how far back the bar goes for your railing. So that's a nice thing with that, is it goes a lot further back with your railing, so that will fit other smaller guns that this one will not fit. Alright, so this is the Valkyrie series, light only, so I want to swap over here to the light laser combos. They don't have as many of these, so we've got the Pro R, we have the Pro. Now the Pro R is your longest one. However, the Pro and the Pro R fit the same guns because they have the same plate system here, and they're just as long from front to back here. So I'm going to go over the two larger ones in this group first. They are both lever locks, so they're quick on and off. I really like that about them. Differences between the Pro R and the Pro, if you can't tell, the Pro R has the laser built in. The Pro has the laser underneath, so this makes this light a lot bulkier down below. So that's things to consider as well, especially if you're going to conceal this in the waistband. That's something you want to keep in mind, because that's going to add to that holster. So with the holster, we can cut really close here, and I can go in as close as I can come here. This one, I have to, when I'm doing it, I have to go down a little bit further to get out from around that, and I actually have to have some room in here to get this one out of the holster. If I don't, it just won't come out of the holster. So that's things to consider. This one is bulkier. This one's actually bulkier height-wise, basically, and this one is bulkier length-wise. So if we put them side by side, you can see that one's longer. So you've got height here, length there. And they both make differences, especially for you appendix carry guys. You got the length here, makes a difference, but it also makes a difference over here. I do not carry any of these on me during the day. I carry a separate flashlight because I use a flashlight all day long, and I want that separate flashlight. It does the same things these are going to do for me. I have an optic on my gun, so I don't necessarily need the laser, but these do have the laser light. They have the green laser, and the batteries are dead on them. These are the ones that we make holsters for. Oh, there's the green laser. It's a very bright green laser. They're both about the same brightness on the green laser, and then I can swap between light only, laser light. And I don't know if I can back it up far enough. There it is. You can see the light and the laser. If you're 10 foot away from the person, or probably not even that far, you'll be able to see the laser, because I'm about, let's see, from right here, I'm probably 3 feet, and you can see that laser through the camera. And I can see it very well. In fact, I can see it here. So about 4 feet plus, you'll be good to see that laser. And these strobe as well, which is really nice. I like the strobing feature on them. Me personally, if I was going to choose one of these, it would be for my bedside gun again. In fact, the one that I have is for one of my bedside guns is the Pro R. So I run the Pro R. The Pro R is 1350 lumens with a green laser, as is the Baldor Pro standard with the laser under it. it has 1500 or 1350 lumens with a strobe as well. And this one you select, you do the selection light laser, laser only. I keep mine on light laser because I do, again, at night when you're groggy waking up. I do have optics on my gun, but even at night it's so much easier to see that laser than it is to look through that optic. I can just throw that laser up, it pops on the target, and I can take care of business. Again, these are fairly large. For you guys that want to go smaller, even you guys with you larger guns that you don't want this sticking out past the gun and stuff, you know, I get a lot of this, especially for security guys and police officers. I get the brighter lights, I really do. But for normal, everyday carry, your EDCs, I would go to a smaller version personally. So I would go to either the Baldor S or the Baldor Mini. Now, both of these are lever lock, and they both adjust back and forth, and they adjust again. They adjust just as much as the right there, so I can have it sitting just like that. So this will fit a bunch of the smaller guns. This sits really well on like your Taurus G3C, and as well we have the new plates for you guys that have the smaller railings, the PSA micros or the Glock 43 or 48s. We have for those. So we have those smaller plates online, and we can do that as well for you guys that have those. So just go check that out, and we can put that on your gun as well, because it will adjust very well, because it adjusts way back. One thing I want to compare, so if we're going over here from the light to the light laser, they are a hair bigger, just a hair taller. If I can get it to hold right there, they're a hair taller, and I mean just a hair. Now this is the PL Mini 2, this is the PL Mini 3. It's still a hair taller, but it's not much. Not to get that laser in there, and this laser comes through the top. They offer these in green, blue, and red. The Mini, this is the smaller one. So if you look here, I want you to show you here that they are, well, they're not going to do it that way. I'm going to put them side by side this way. No, I'm not. I'm going to put them side by side somehow. Alright, so I'm going to put them side by side. This is the Mini, this is the S. So the S is a little bit longer. The Mini is 600 lumens, and the S is 800 lumens. To be honest, the bedside gun that I keep right by my bed, my other gun I kind of keep in the bedroom with the Baldor Pro R. The one that I keep right by my bed, I keep a Mini. It's 600 lumens. It is bright enough to blind somebody to do what you need to do. It has the green laser. Most of your eyes are going to pick up on that green laser. The red, most people pick up still better on the green. The blue, most people can't hardly see the blue at all. I'm not even sure why they do a blue. I know there's a couple of you out there that see the blue better, but for the most part, most people can't pick up on it well at all. But I just wanted to go over an overview of that. These are the tail switch on and off. Here you can see the green laser there. And these you can swap, light laser, light only, laser only. My personal preference between any of them would depend on the gun, whichever gun I was carrying. So that's one thing that it would depend on for me. So this is the M&P Shield 380. This one will fit on it, and personally, I would not go that far back, so I've got to pull it up one. I would have that set like that because I don't want anything impeding in my trigger guard here while I'm trying to get into the trigger guard. I'm funny about that, most people say. And the one thing that you look at is this sticks out. It's not much, but it sticks out past that barrel when I do that. However, when I put the Baldor Mini on it, for me, that is perfect. That is I can get a nice straight cut off that holster. It is nice and flush all the way down, and then I can come around and come out. for the attachments off the side. For this gun, this is what I would pick. I would pick the Olight Ball-Door Mini for the EZ Shield. This is the 380. It could be the 380 or 9. They're the same lengthwise anyway. A little bit difference in here in thickness, but that's about it. So personally for me, for like this shield, I would pick the Ball-Door Mini. Because it does flush out right here. Now some of your guns, you're not going to get them flush at all, but I would want mine sitting as flush as possible. So if you have a longer gun and this one sits flush, I would pick that. And you can look at the measurements. We actually have the Ball-Door Minis in our store, so I'll leave a link to that as well, and they have the measurements in there of what to measure back from to see if it'll fit. And then also, if you want to, shoot me a message. And I can, as long as I have the holster mold for it, I can pop it on there and show you what it looks like. So I could do that as well. For any of the larger ones, see, it won't fit that. It won't fit back just like that. So you could not use that one. I don't think you could use any of these on here. Nope. You could not use any of the larger ones on here. Those are pulled all the way back. Is that shorter? That's the same thing. No, that's the same, and that one's the same. So this wouldn't fit any of your larger lights, at least not in the Ball-Door series. But what a lot of people, we will not do it, and there's reasons why. Like a lot of people will take the block out that sits in the railing, and then they will put it on so it will fit without the block. It sits here. Now it sits way out off your holster, but what happens when you take the block off, even I don't care how tight you get this, when we make the holster to grip this, there's going to be some point in time to where when you draw it, I'm going to loosen it and show you, when you draw it, it's going to do that. And we do not make it like that, mainly because we don't want you to be in some self-defense situation, and then you draw that gun and you need that flashlight, and you come out and it's not there, and you're screwed, and you lose your life or you get hurt, and then you come back to the holster company and try to sue us. That's just the way it is. We're not going to do it. And I know that a lot of people, they take the blocks out. I get it. You want it to fit, you want it to work. I understand why you do it. But I cannot in good conscience make a holster for one that doesn't fit properly. Now, I will say that if you want this just as a bedside gun, I don't see a problem with that. Just for the bedside gun, get this nice and tight. When you go to bed at night, you just slap it on there, and you really have to force it down. Now you've got a light laser, and you can come in there and hit that strobe. And this is how I would do it. So when I come in, I would be right there, and I would hit my strobe just like that. That would be the only way I would run this light on here. So a lot of you guys, I've had many emails. Why won't you put this on this gun? Why won't you put that on that gun? We've taken the block out. It fits perfectly. Well, it doesn't, because it's going to, at some point in time, you're going to draw that gun and that light's going to stay in that holster, because we make them to snap. The holsters snap into here, and it just will. Over time, it just won't. I don't care how tight you get it. Over time, it will slide out. Especially if you're in some kind of altercation where you've been wrestling around with this guy and you're trying to get your gun out of that holster and trying to get to him, trying to get it, and you're pulling it funny, and you pull it and the light's not on it and you need it. So we won't do that. But for this gun, I would go to the Ball-Door Mini. That's the one I would choose for the EZ Shield, and several others, simply because it sits more flush, just like that. Nice and flush here. The holster would be nice and cut squared off here, basically, and it'd come back, something like that. Alright guys, I just wanted to show you a little bit about these lights. Sizes, these are your larger ones. These are your smaller, light only. Personally, I would go to the Ball-Door series. The Valkyries are great, don't get me wrong, they're great, but I would go to the laser light. They're not that much more. In fact, we keep the Ball-Door Minis in stock. For the most part, we have quite a few of them in stock right now. Go over to the store. You can actually pick up the Ball-Door Mini and a holster all in the one go, and then we can make it for you and ship it out to you, and you have them both in the same package. And then your larger laser lights here. Personally, I would go to the Baldor Pro R. It is a little bit longer here, but personally I would prefer the long here than the height here. That's my personal opinion. So I just wanted to go over that, show you your choices you have. Your smaller compact versions, you have the PL Mini 3, the PL Mini 2. PL Mini 2 is rechargeable, the PL Mini 3 is battery. Olight Baldor S, Olight Baldor Mini is your smaller one. This one's 600 lumens on the Mini, 800 lumens on the S, and then they both have green, red, and or blue laser. You have to choose it. I suggest going to green. Most people's eyes picks up on the green, and green shows up in the light, even like inside houses and even outside at a close distance. It shows up in the light a whole lot better than the red or the blue do. Alright guys, this is Spencer Defense Training. Stay safe, stay armed.
Hey guys, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you don't mind, and share it if you would. This really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Also, we offer different styles of training. So we offer concealed weapons classes here in Anderson, South Carolina. Also, we offer advanced training, and we offer church safety team training. So you can go check all that out at defensetraining.org. And then, of course, we make holsters. We have our online holster store, so if you go check that out, and that's holstersbydefensetraining.com. And all these links are below. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.